Morning and Jai Hind students. I am Kanchan and here I have taken literature section of the sample question paper English core of class 12th. So here we will discuss answers, what should be written there and how you have to write down your answers. First is very important to attract, to impress the examiner is to write in a very neat and clean handwriting and fair handwriting. And second thing, avoid cutting. Next thing is there, and also avoid grammar mistake. Whenever you are writing your answers, you must write error free sentences, because on the basis of this your marks are deducted. So here I am taking question number 5. Attempt any 5 of the 6 questions given below within 40 words each. It means you have choice. You have to choose any 5 out of 6, and then these questions are of 2 marks. First question is, a mistaken identity led to a discovery of a new one for the rat trap peddler. How did this impact him? So you have to write down here, when the peddler was there in the iron mill and he was escaping from there because he had taken 30 kroners there and he wanted to keep himself hidden, and for that reason he was there in the forest, and then after that he was there in the iron mill. He was there in his torn clothes and in rough condition, and he was lying down to get rid of from the extreme cold, because it was extreme cold on that day, and he was there near the furnace, and then the iron master mistaken him as his comrade, and he thought that the peddler was his friend, and then he invited him to his own house on the occasion of Christmas Eve. But peddler knew very well that he had taken 30 kroners. He didn't want anything like any problem for him. For that reason he rejected his offer, and he said, no, I am not like that as you are thinking, and then he rejected his offer. But after some time, Iron Master had sent his daughter Edla. When Edla was there and she pressed the peddler to go to her house, then the peddler went to her house, and then with the good behavior and loving treatment and compassion, affection and love and treatment, then good behavior had made him to change, and then peddler thought that he was wrong, that he was stealing money and he was leading his life as beggar, and he was not doing hard work for earning money, and he was not a good person at that time because he was a thief also. And then he reformed himself and he kept 30 kroners, and also he gifted a rat trap to Edla, and he promised that he will be a gentleman. So this is about that this mistaken identity, that he was a comrade, he was friend of Iron Master, had led him to go to their house, and then with the loving treatment, kind behavior of Edla, he was able to change his personality and he became a gentleman. Second question, as the host of a talk show introduced Rajkumar Shukla to the audience by stating any 2 of his identity defining qualities. So you can add here meet Rajkumar Shukla, the man who played a pivotal role in the Champaran movement. Now you have to include, he was firm, he was determined to take Gandhiji and to meet Gandhiji. Then he was so determined, he was so resolute that he had kept his own problem in front of Gandhiji and he requested him, and he waited for a long time. He was so determined, he was resolute, and due to this this Champaran movement was there. Then this led to many other movements in our country, and which ultimately resulted in the final liberation from Britishers. So peasants learned to stand on their feet. They knew their rights. In this way, Gandhi taught them the lesson of self-reliance. And this is only due to Rajkumar Shukla, that he pressed Gandhiji to visit his village to know about the problems of peasants. Next question is here, rationalize why Keats uses the metaphor and endless fountain of immortal drink. So in this line, this is metaphor, because the poet has used all the things, beautiful things of this world, like nature, trees, big trees, small trees, and star, sun, and then flowers, and then shady trees, and also brave people, their stories. He had included all these things in the form of beautiful things, and then these things are coming down on this earth in the form of a fountain from the door of heaven. In this way, Keats, the poet, has used the metaphor, and he had tried to highlight these things as the beautiful things of nature. Next question is here, question number 5. How do you think Derry's mother contributes to his sense of alienation and isolation? Here, Derry's mother was protective towards her child, and she was also denying, and she didn't wish Derry to go again to Mr. Lamb, as she had fear regarding her child, and she was overprotective here. Question number 6. Validate John Updike's open-ended title, Should Wizard Hit Mommy? So I am coming to discuss on this title. So here you have validate means you have to prove, justify this open-ended title. As this title is here, Should Wizard Hit Mommy? So this is a question, and this thing was done by the daughter of Jack, because he was there listening, he was there telling the stories by the evening to his only daughter, and daughter's name was Jo, and she was always listening. Every evening she was listening. This was their tradition at that time. And then in the last, she wanted her father to end the story by hitting mommy by wizard. She wanted wizard to hit mommy, because she was thinking that wizard had changed the smell of Roger Skunk. In that way, he had given chance to Roger Skunk to make friends, and mommy was not really, she was not agree, and she didn't want to change the smell. And Jo was thinking about her own point of view, and this is regarding this worldwide view of mommy, that we should take our identity as we are here. So this is question, should wizard hit mommy? Should wizard hit mommy for not changing the smell, as she was not ready? Next question is here. This is long answer based question, and you have to complete your word limit 120 to 150. How does Keats' poem A Thing of Beauty appeal richly to the sense, stimulating the reader's inner sight as well as the sense of touch and smell? So here you have to include all the things which the poet had included in the form of beautiful things, and he had appreciated all these things, that these things are everlasting, and these things keep an everlasting impression upon our mind whenever we observe it. So you have to elaborate this answer. Next question is here. Colin Dexter, the author of Evans Tries an O-Level, employs the red hearing technique of intentionally misleading readers by placing false clues to keep the plot enigmatic, substantiate with reference to text in about. So you have to write this answer also 120 to 150, and you have to write about the hearing technique that has been used in this play. And this is also misleading the readers, because readers were also misled sometimes, and they didn't know what will happen next time, and always curiosity was there, and like sense of curiosity, and also they were not thinking, it was not their expectation that it will be there, and something other was there. So we have to write about the story, about the plot, and how he had misguided, how he had this means Evans was successful in completion of his wish, as he was there wishing to escape, and he escaped also. Last question, biographies include features of non-fiction text, factual information and different text structures such as description, sequence, comparison, cause, effect, or problem and solution. Examine indigo, the light of the statement. You have to write down about the beginning of the story, then what happened after that, then in the end how did Gandhi ji solve the problems of the peasants, and with a lot efforts, and also with his firm determination, and with the help of all the Indians, how did he achieve this target, and also this led to the movements here also, which ultimately resulted in the final liberation from Britishers. And peasants also learned to stand on their feet. They knew their rights. In this way, Gandhi taught them the lesson of self-reliance. So in this chapter, we have come to know how Rajkumar Shukla went to there to request Gandhi ji to visit his village to listen to the problems of peasants. So you have to elaborate this answer also. So this is all about this question answer. Beta, be attentive for your handwriting, avoid cutting, and write your answers to the point. Okay, thank you and Jai Hind.